morning, guys. You know what? Today, I'm going to admit something. It's not going to be difficult for me to admit, but it's definitely something that came to mind yesterday while I was at church. So for those of you that don't know, yesterday was the departed service. It wasn't necessarily service for the departed. I think a lot of people kind of get that misunderstood. They think that the whole service is dedicated to the departed. I think it's more like a service remembering the departed. But okay, I don't want to get into that. It's not something that is very important for me to get people to understand or whatever, right? But while I was sitting there, I was thinking about Gentle Brother, or Carl. I know him as Carl. Obviously, we know each other personally, so I don't know him as Gentle Brother. I know him as Carl. And I was thinking about this whole thing of last week. He was out in public, and they assaulted him, and how things got sorted out. And to a lot of people, they laugh. A lot of people, they think it's funny. A lot of people, let's say, everybody, I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of people have opinions on what happened based on how they feel about Carl or Gentle Brother. And obviously, as a content creator myself, and I also have my opinions. People always feel, did he deserve it? Because people have this idea that if somebody is justified, if they deserve it, for instance, then it's okay. Like if you kill a killer, then it's fine. Then it's not murder. You know what I mean? And I mean, I can make a completely new video based on that alone, right? What you can get away with in your mind if you are justified. And I mean, I'm going to make an example. Like, I'm not a murderer. I probably don't have the capacity to kill somebody. However, if somebody must break into my house and threaten my children, just do it. It's no question. It won't be a difficult decision for me. Which means now all of a sudden, me, that is not a killer, can quickly become a killer if you justify. Like if I must tell you, oh, this guy got shot in a taxi and he's a father of two and he's on his way to work and his wife is at home and he's got two young kids and this guy's got no affiliation to gangs or anything violent, then it's a tragedy. Right? It's a tragedy. However, if I must tell you that this guy is a gangster and he murdered two people, I don't even think people will bet an island. That's how mindsets work. It's how mindsets work, right? But that wasn't what I was thinking about. So for those of you that don't know what happened, right? Carl or Gentle Brother, he had an interaction with somebody on his TikTok. He made a video and somebody left a comment that could be considered a hate comment or triggering comment. And you can go into my profile, it's there, the run of the process. So basically the person left a comment and Carl left a reply that rebutted the person's comment. So basically what the person said was, hoe kan sy 'n ops manager wees? Sy het net matriek, blah blah blah. So obviously within the context of that person's life, or where that person work, or ops managers that person encountered, these are people who in his experience requires a formal education. Sy kan nie net 'n matriek hê, blah blah blah. So in his mind, he could not wrap his head around the fact that Gentle Brother, in sy mind, Gentle Brother as an ops manager. And obviously, gentle brother, based on the reply, I think his reply was very respectful. It wasn't insulting. He wasn't attacking the guy. He wasn't insulting the guy. What he basically said was, don't underestimate God's power over my life. Just because an ops manager is impossible for you to comprehend doesn't mean that it is impossible for me. And then he proceeded to show a copy of his payslip with a title on it, and he basically showed his car, and he was saying that he hasn't worked in 11 months. So look at how he's being maintained and sustained. So the next person is going to say, oh, how can he afford that car? But he's doing it. And this guy, obviously, and I don't know the other interactions that they had before. I don't know. I only know this. This guy got him in public, and this guy effectively smacked him, assaulted him, and he basically humiliated him, because this guy made a video about it, and it wasn't cool. Okay? Further to that, it wasn't long, within a day or two. Now, obviously, you guys realize that Carl/Gentle Brother is now well within his rights to lay a charge against this guy. Right? Because as far as we understand, Carl didn't retaliate at all. He didn't hit back, nothing. And he was well within his rights to now lay a charge. Okay? And lucky for everybody involved, as far as I understand, no charges was laid. No charges was laid. Also, and I mean, I can't say if this is true or not. Carl does claim that he is part of a prison gang. He used to be, and he's obviously still got those connections. So it could have gone multiple ways. It could have gone multiple ways. He could have gone to the police, make a case, get this guy arrested by right. Get him arrested. Right? Have him locked up. Okay? Because this guy chose to not only assault him, but humiliate him, blah blah blah. Or if Carl's version of events is true, he could have connected with his underground connections, and it could have even been a worse outcome. People could have gotten hurt and all that. Right? However, that is not what happened. None of that options was chosen. What Carl actually did, and I mean, I'm not going to speculate what happened on the back end. I'm not going to speculate on what happened behind closed doors. What I'm only going to comment on is what I saw. And what I saw is one man who was smacked and humiliated. Forgive the man that smacked and humiliated him. After that man apologized and did not pursue any further action. Guys, as a Christian, as somebody that proclaims to be a Christian, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I would have done that. Even though I am under instructions to do that. And you know what is so ironic? Is the fact that the Bible is very clear in its wording. The Bible effectively says, if somebody smacks you, you should turn the other cheek and let them smack the other side as well. The Bible clearly states, forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And guys, that is huge. Because while we busy walking around going, ek sal dit so losie, ek sal 'n saak maak, ek sal laat hy gaan sit vir 'n tydjie, laat hy kan voel, ek sal hom teruggemoer het, we are saying all these things, forgetting that as Christians, we are under the instruction to forgive the very ones that come and smack us. It's not about forgiving people that have done small transgressions against us. It is actually directed at people that came to assault and embarrass us in public. It is those people that we must forgive. And guys, it is weighing heavy on my heart. Because if I want to be any type of Christian, that is the type of Christian I want to be. Now, does Call/Gentle Brother ever declare that he's a Christian? Not that I know of. He hasn't declared that he's a Christian or follower of Christ. In fact, from time to time, he even recites the prayers and scriptures of other religions. Yet, when it came to forgiving without consequences, he did it. And you know what the Bible says? We will be identified by our fruit. Now, if you're going to place me and Gentle Brother next to each other, and we are going to look at our fruit that we are bearing, he's much more of a Christian than me. And that is a bit of a wake-up call. So ego aside, my own fleshly desires aside, I have to say big ups to the man that can be assaulted and humiliated in public and still offer forgiveness. That's the lesson that I took from that. And it just shows that I've got so much more work to do. I've got so much more work to do. There are Christians out here, that claim to be the biggest Christians in the world. Do you know how many people inbox me scriptures on a daily basis, trying to prove or disprove what I've said in videos? Do you know how many Christians, actual Christians that declare themselves as Christians, are using their faith to judge and condemn others? And here you have a man that is, in my opinion, completely justified, and he chooses to forgive. We tend to want to forgive only if you are also punished. I can forgive you, but I want to first see that the police come and pick you up. Now I can forgive you. I want to first see you suffer. Now I can forgive you. I first want to this, I first want to that. And we talk about unconditional love, but we're not living unconditional love. It's a major lesson that I was taught. And I mean, all I can do is try and do better. It's something that has been on my heart since yesterday. And it's definitely a lesson. I'm taking a page out of that guy's book. Because what fruit are you bearing? If somebody had to judge you by your fruit, what type of tree would they say you are? But anyway, guys, I didn't want to go too deep on this Monday. Ek wil julle nie depressie. Ek hoop ek het vir julle gemotivate. This is not a video to press down on you. This is not a video to condemn you or judge you. This is a video to tell you what is possible. En enjoy your Monday. Het gaat reën vandag, sê julle.